Okay, so in this video I want to talk about some general guidelines for how to make a flexo-friendly design. One thing we want to always do is we want to minimize the colors. Now that can mean minimizing the colors in the entire document so there's not too many colors on press, but it also can mean minimizing the number of colors that it takes to define the edges of a single shape so that there's not misregistration or noticeable misregistration on press. So if you've got an object, if instead of full CMYK, that can be black, or that could be a Pantone color, that's ideal for registration on press. We also want to have solid Pantone colors when we use Pantones as much as possible. Screens are great when we need them, but they can also fill in. The dots can fill in, and it gets a little harder. And also the quality of a screen won't be as good as the saturated color of a solid Pantone. The other thing we want to think about is size of type and size of lines. So what we're shooting for is 5/1000ths of an inch, or 0.35 point, for the thickness of our lines, particularly in reverses, because reverses can fill in the colors that's next to it. So generally a 4-point type works out to having strokes or lines that are about 5/1000ths of an inch thick. And that's kind of our floor, is 4 point. Don't want to go too far below that. As I said, the line work also in addition to the type. So for example, in a nutrition facts, the lines that separate the different elements of a nutrition facts, that needs to be 0.35 point, which works out to 5/1000ths of an inch. If you're ever in doubt about whether your type is good, particularly if you're using narrow line weights like Helvetica Narrow or thin, those kinds of light line weights can really fill in. And if you convert it to outlines, you can, for example, grab an L or a capital I and see if that's 5/1000ths of an inch thick. You also can draw a line next to it that you know is 0.35 point and see if that is thicker than your type. If it is, you might want to beef up that type a little bit, again, to avoid that filling in, which can happen in digital prints as well. When you get Helvetica Narrow, that can really fill in. So those are some general guidelines. Not exactly rules, as Captain Barbosa would say, general guidelines for getting a flexo-friendly design. Thanks so much for watching.